Hi, my name is Kim. We are going to talk about doing the splits today. So unless you're really bendy, it takes a lot of practice, a lot of stretching. And speaking about myself, I was so not bendy before I started yoga. So it probably took me a good 6 months of stretching to get the splits. So not to overstretch. Overstretching sucks. It hurts. Overstretching, especially learning the splits through the hamstring or groin area, that is not fun. So we don't need to overstretch. And there's a lot of different stretches for opening up the hips. Opening up through the groin, the inner thigh, even the hamstring, quads, and through the back. So you will maybe even find your favorite. So there's no set of specific stretches that you have to do for splits. There's some that really speak to you and really work maybe better than others. So some that I really liked for me was butterfly pose. And so sitting together, sitting with your feet together. So if my knees were to be popping up like this, no problem. I'm going to grab a yoga mat, or we could use a towel, pillow, something to sit on that lifts the hips up. This way it just allows the hips to be more open, and then the knees will start to fall and relax through the hips. We can tip forward a little bit if that deepens the stretch. And if I'm coming forward with a flat back, that's a good stretch, or maybe even a rounded back. They're both good. They're both different. And each stretch we want to be able to hold for at least 30 to 60 seconds while we're breathing. That's going to for sure let us know that we are not overstretching. And another good one besides butterfly is our pigeon prep. So I'm going to come into down dog first. And then take my right leg up, and I'm going to set my right leg forward to pigeon prep. Opening up through the hips, I'm going to flex that front foot, and if my front foot is closer in, I think that feels really good. But if you need that even a little bit deeper, the knee still stays out at an angle, and I could bring my shin more parallel to the front of my mat if that needs to be deeper. So holding this for like a 30 to 60 seconds, and it should feel good, but with some discomfort as well in the muscle. It's okay to feel a little discomfort in the muscle, but never in the joints. So I'm going to change sides. I'm going to down dog. Take that left leg up, stepping forward, pigeon prep. We could come forward if we wanted to. We could use a block if we wanted to. Finding that place that feels good to settle in for 30 to 60 seconds. And then I'm going to down dog and come into runner stretch. In our runner stretch, we could use blocks. I'm going to plant my hands back, step back, down dog, left foot forward, runner stretch. So finding your stretch, always your stretch, for around 30 to 60 seconds, breathing. I'm going to down dog. I'm going to bring my right foot forward and bring my back knee down, half split. So here, I'm going to bring my hips back. So if I want my hips low, my back foot's going to be flat. I could come forward, round out over that front leg. If I wanted my hips up higher, I could either tuck my toes under. That's a really big stretch for the foot. And my hips are up higher, again, coming forward. If that feels good, I could come up even a little bit higher using blocks if that feels better. And that could change from day to day. And if I have a half of an inch in my splits or 1 or 2 inches, I'm taking them. So here we would just practice scooching forward. That half of an inch, 1 inch, we're going to practice that. And if you feel pretty comfortable in those half splits, another option, if you have a slippery surface, keeping your back knee on the mat and your front foot on a towel or a t-shirt, being able to just slide that foot forward. So same idea, except without the yoga mat. So just make sure, remember that that's kind of slippery. Just another choice. And then when we're ready, making our way into full splits. And I never thought I would be able to do full splits. So with all that stretching and not overstretching, that is what leads to those happy, happy splits. They actually feel good. That's crazy, but they do. So it takes all that stretching. Be patient, be kind with yourself, and it will happen. So thanks for stretching. I will see you next time. Namaste.